Tomorrow is the trial day, and I already know I'm fucked. I'm lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, knowing this is my last night of freedom. I'm 22 years old, and I've completely ruined my entire life. My country doesn't take drug-related offenses lightly, and my lawyer says I'm looking at 20 to 30 years minimum. The weight of those numbers crushes me. 20 to 30 years. I'll be in my 50s when I get out if I get out. By then, my youth, my dreams, and everything I thought I'd achieve would be long gone. How did it come to this? How did I end up here, on the brink of losing everything? I messed up real bad, and now I have to pay for it. This is the price of my mistakes, and there's no escaping it. I was selling large amounts of drugs to support me, my girlfriend, and my kid. I never wanted this life for myself or my family, but somehow I ended up in the thick of it. I remember the first time I made a deal, the rush of adrenaline, the wad of cash in my hand. It felt like I was finally taking control of my life. I could pay the bills, buy nice things for my girlfriend, and provide for my kid. But with every deal, the stakes got higher and the danger grew. I knew the risks, but I kept telling myself it was worth it, that I was doing this for them, for us. If I didn't have a kid, I'd be on the other side of the world right now, far away from this mess. I'd have taken the money and run, started fresh somewhere new, but I couldn't leave them behind. My son is everything to me. I look at him and I see a future I can't be part of anymore. I see all the things I'll miss, his first day of school, his birthdays, teaching him how to ride a bike. I won't be there for any of it. My girlfriend tried to stay strong for me, but I could see the fear in her eyes. She knew the risks too, but she stood by me, hoping against hope that we'd make it through. Now, she's left to pick up the pieces. I wonder if she'll wait for me or if she'll move on. Can I blame her if she does? 20 to 30 years is a lifetime. She deserves a chance at happiness, at a normal life. As I lie here, the silence is deafening. I think about the choices I made, the paths I didn't take. I was good in school, had dreams of going to college, of making something of myself. But life had other plans. My parents struggled to make ends meet, and I couldn't just sit by and watch. I had to do something. So I made a choice, and now I'm paying the price. Regret washes over me like a tidal wave. If only I had chosen differently. If only I had found another way. But it's too late for that now. The past is written, and the future is a dark, looming shadow. I don't know what prison will be like. I've heard stories, some terrifying, some just sad. I try not to think about it, but the unknown is scarier than anything I can imagine. I wonder if anyone will remember me if I become just another statistic, another young life lost to the system. Will my son grow up hating me? Will he even remember me? I hope he'll know that I loved him, that everything I did was for him. But love doesn't excuse my actions, and it doesn't change the fact that I'll be gone for most of his life. The minutes tick by slowly, each one bringing me closer to the inevitable. I think about all the things I'll miss, all the experiences I'll never have. The simple pleasures, a walk in the park, a night out with friends, even the mundane routine of daily life. I took it all for granted, and now it's slipping away. My mind drifts to my friends, those who got out and those who didn't. Some are living normal lives, far removed from the chaos I got myself into. Others are in jail, just like I will be. I wonder what they're thinking if they regret their choices too. It's strange how life takes us down different paths, how a single decision can change everything. As dawn approaches, I know sleep won't come. My thoughts are too loud, my heart too heavy. I get up and walk around my small apartment, trying to memorize every detail. This place has been my home, my sanctuary. Now it feels like a prison of its own, filled with memories that taunt me. I sit down and write a letter to my son. He's too young to understand now, but one day I hope he'll read it and know that his father wasn't all bad. I pour my heart out onto the paper, telling him about my dreams for him, my love for him, and my regret for what I've done. I hope he'll forgive me someday. The sun rises, casting a pale light into the room. It's time. I take a deep breath, trying to steel myself for what's to come. I know I have to face this, to accept my fate. But that doesn't make it any easier. My lawyer will meet me at the courthouse. He's a good man, but even he knows there's little hope. As I leave my apartment, I take one last look around. This is it. This is the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, much darker one. I wish I could turn back time and change the choices I made. But life doesn't work that way. All I can do now is face the consequences and hope for a chance at redemption, however slim. Walking to the courthouse feels surreal. The world moves around me, oblivious to the turmoil inside me. People go about their lives, unaware of the storm I'm walking into. I wonder if anyone notices me, if they can see the fear in my eyes, the regret etched on my face. Inside, the courthouse is cold and sterile. The walls seem to close in on me as I wait for my case to be called. My lawyer tries to reassure me, but his words are hollow. He knows, and I know, that there's little he can do. The judge will make an example of me, and there's no escaping that. When my name is called, my heart pounds in my chest. I walk into the courtroom, feeling the weight of every step. My family is there, their faces drawn with worry and sorrow. I can't meet their eyes. I've let them down in the worst possible way. The trial is a blur. The charges are read, and evidence is presented. My lawyer makes his case, but it's clear from the start that the judge has already made up his mind. When the sentence is pronounced, it feels like a death knell. 25 years. 25 years of my life are gone. The reality of it hits me like a freight train. I'm escorted out of the courtroom, my family's cries echoing in my ears. I want to tell them I'm sorry, that I love them, but the words stick in my throat. I don't know if I'll ever see them again, if they'll wait for me or move on with their lives. In the holding cell, I sit alone, my mind racing. This is my life now, a series of cells, of days blending into nights, of lost time. I think about my son, my girlfriend, my dreams. All of it is slipping away, out of reach. But I also think about the choices I made and the reasons behind them. I wanted to provide, to protect, but I went about it the wrong way. And now I have to pay the price. Maybe in time I'll find a way to make amends, to find some semblance of peace. But for now, all I can do is face the days ahead, one at a time, and hope that somewhere, somehow, I can find a way to make this right.